Hey, friends. Um, it is Thursday, September 28th. You are not in school, but the good news is you are in the right place to find out what you missed today. Okay. This is what we got going on Thursday, September 28th. We're continuing what does minus mean, and we do have a formative today. We'll take a look at that. So we're going to do the formative first, then we're going to have homework time because some people are going to finish the formative early. I'm going to let you work as long as everyone's engaged and working and checking stuff off. Um, then, if that's an issue, we will get to writing expressions and then writing more expressions with the negatives. Okay. Our learning target today, we will learn about the different interpretations of minus and how to represent negatives with algebra tiles. We will also construct and simplify algebraic expressions using tiles. So what does that mean for you? Can you use an expression mat? Can you find the expression mat, right, in your eTools? Can you use the expression mat to represent algebraic expressions? And then can you also make some understanding of what it means to use minus, especially like when we talk in the opposite zones in the expression mat? Data. We kind of mentioned this yesterday, and we said what was really interesting when I was keeping track of participation points in your data was that most points were lost because people are cross-talking amongst groups. So this is kind of like how our groups are set up. And the number one rule, the non-negotiable rule in working with groups is you have to stay in your group and engaged in your group and talking with your group. So if you're in Minnesota and you're carrying on conversations with Purdue and Michigan State, right, everything in the middle gets affected. So that's no bueno, right? That's non-negotiable. So that is, if you're losing points, it's probably because of crosstalk. So that's what our data suggests. Next. We have our formative first, then our homework time. Formative looks like this. Can you write an expression that represents the perimeter of this shape and then simplify that? Simplify the following expression as much as possible. I encourage you to use your eTools and map everything out with algebra tiles and then factor all this out. And then, can you write an algebraic expression representing the collection of algebra tiles shown below? Okay. So, perimeter, map out this area, and then write an expression describing what this means. That's our formative assessment. And then we go to homework. And in our homework, we didn't add anything new. We're just trying to be real efficient with our time and talk about the stuff we already have in. So if we go to your classroom, and I'll just pick third hour here, and if we look at classwork, the last thing that we added was 2.1.3. So we'll go into our ebooks under 8th grade. Use your homework help. It's there for you. They give good hints. They're the kind of hints like maybe a teacher would get if you get stuck, right? So 2.1.3, and these are some of the questions that we're working on. Do you have to start at 2.1.3? No. I would probably start anywhere that's 2.1.1, 2.1.2, or 2.1.3. These are fun though. And then use your tools. And again, I encourage you to use your tools because like if you get to question 30, right, and you see this problem right here, you can go ahead and click here and they already have the problem set up for you. So that's pretty cool. If we pause with our homework help, the next thing that we're going to do is go to writing expressions. So when we write expressions, we do this. And all I want to know is, can you write what this means? What does this mean? Like written in numbers. How many x's? How many negatives? And then remember this. This is called the opposite zone. So what does this mean in opposite zone? Now we have these, and then there's the opposite zone. And then we have these in the positive zone and these in the opposite zone. So what does that mean? If we get through that, the next thing we would do is we would simplify the expressions. Now we're talking about things like a positive and a negative will cancel each other out. Or what happens to positives if you pull them up here? Will they cancel anything out? So that's what we're doing on writing and simplifying expressions. And that should take us to the end of the day. So we're doing formative assessment today. You saw that. We have our homework time. You know what you have to do for your homework, and you know what's in your packet. And again, if you're not sure what your homeworks or what your homework assignments are, you can always go back to your other Google Classroom pages. You can go to Google Classroom and check your assignments to see what things are missing, and then you can always use your ebook. Okay? Beautiful. That's Thursday. I hope I see you soon. I hope you are well, and we miss you at school. All right, friend. Talk to you later.